Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell from the title, today we are talking about hair. So let's just go ahead and get into it.
Better call Bill.
I'm doing, a hair journey kind of little discussion and also just an update on my hair. I'm sure as you can see from the videos, I be fluffing my hair a lot and it draws a lot, at least of my attention. So, I just want to be able to relay this to y'all. And I did a quick update, which was just like photos, slideshows about a year ago or so. And I want to do like a real sit down. So let's get into it, like I said. So, just briefly, growing up, I always had a shaved bald cut, bald fade. Every 2 weeks, bald fade, bald fade, bald fade, bald fade, bald fade. So, and I had the waves, child. I had the waves down. Let me see if I can put a picture here. If I do, hopefully. And, I had no attachment to my hair because, it was just my head. I was getting it shaved every 2 weeks. That's just the way, like, my parents brought us up, me and my brother both. And, at one hand, I see what they were doing and I applaud them and thank them for, I went to predominantly white schools my whole entire life. Going to predominantly white schools all my life and being one of very few, if not the only black person in the whole entire class. So, they wanted me, to be able to fit in, and I understand that, but at the same time, it also is conforming. And, wasn't able to experience, that African-American black experience with my hair. And I just had no attachment to it at all until my adulthood, literally to like 23, 24, 25, which is, boom, wild. So growing up, like I said, I always had those bald fades. My uncle cut my hair. He had his own barbershop down in Florida. And then I had another cousin who had a different barbershop. And if we couldn't go to the uncle, we went to my cousin. If we couldn't go to my cousin, we went to my uncle. So, we always had that familiar, or that familiar, how do you say that word, girl? I always had that family kind of aspect when it came to hair. So that was something I was always used to. And then when I moved to Tallahassee, that's when things kind of switched up. I mean, the barbershop, if you're gay or LGBTQ or whatever it may be, the barbershop can be a very toxic place. Toxic masculinity, that is. Talking about, women, about gay people. Those are the two main topics aside from sports. Women, gay people, sports. You got the barbershop. And so, for me being a gay person who, is femme and doesn't like sports, it was a lot. And when I moved to Tallahassee, for our undergrad, I had to find my own barbershop that wasn't my family. So it was, it was a big jump for me. And I eventually found this barbershop. I don't remember what it was called, child, but it was very barbershop. But I eventually found this Hispanic barber. He was very, very cool. His name was Chris Vega. I love him. He was like so cool and chill. He obviously knew I was gay, but like we didn't really talk about it. We talked about other stuff, and other people, were just dead silent when they cut my hair. And you could very much tell the tension was there, which was very uncomfortable for me. And then when I moved to Bloomington, Indiana for grad school, I had this white lady cutting my hair named Kelly. Hey, Kelly, I don't know where you at, girl, but we used to kiki so much because she used to live in Florida, and she was the only girl in the whole barbershop, so she would tell me all the tea. And we just had a good old time, and she would cut my hair real, real nice. Again, bald fade every time. And then when I moved to Knoxville, Tennessee, during COVID, I had another Hispanic barber, and he was very, very low back, chill, and cool. He also, I think, was aware that I was gay. He took pictures, put me on his Instagram and everything. Like, it was just very laid back and chill, which I didn't experience from barbers who were black, but not my family. And it's just unfortunate, but a lot of, the toxicity and the fear and trauma comes from, people that are within my own community, or I'm in their community, which, is unfortunate, but that's just the case that it was. So in 2020, child, I was in the house and I just shaved my head bald. I did the whole Britney moment. And that's also a vlog if you want to go back and watch that back in 2020. I was going through a lot of mental stuff. It was 2020. All the barbershops were closed, and I had already, been dealing with barbershop, stuff that I just talked about. And Kelly, who was a barber at the time in Indiana, she had just moved, so I had no place to go to. And I was like, why not? Just shave my head. My dad is bald, so I was like, eventually I may end up bald, so let me just see what it's giving, okay? And I did it, child, and you know, it was a little moment. I might have looked a little eggish, but I still did it, and you know, it was part of my journey, so that was that. And then starting July 2020, so you know, several months after I cut my hair, because I cut my hair in maybe May or June, so not soon after, I started to grow my hair out, because you know, I wanted both sides of the spectrum, to see my head bald and to see my hair grown out for the first time, because since literally birth, I maybe have not I had not gone longer than maybe 3, 4 months, maybe 5 tops without a haircut, which is like wow, because it's been years at this point, or almost years to this point. So you know, I started growing out my hair, like I said, July 2020, and then I dyed it blonde, which was such a cute moment. Again, something everybody has to do. And then I tried locks myself, which I'll put the blonde here so you can see that. Again, it's on my channel. And then I put in locks myself, just kind of like willy-nilly, but I didn't do the wrapping, but I was feeling the vibe, so I was like, yeah, we're going on the right track. Once my hair gets long enough, I'll have someone braid it myself professionally. And then the top of 2020, top of 2021, January 2021, I got a new job at Boston. And so I was getting ready to move to Boston later that year. And my hair was blonde at this time. I interviewed with my hair blonde, like they knew everything about me and everything was cool, chill. I decided to dye my hair again and not go somewhere professionally. And it came out all brown and gray, and I'll post that here as well. And it was just not giving. And, you know, I had to start going to meetings and things, and I was just getting, you know, a lot of anxiety, and I just decided to cut my hair off and dye it all black again. So that's what I did. I cut my hair off, and I dyed it all black again. And I had to start all over. But I kept my hair, you know, short for a while, I think for another year or so. I didn't start growing it out again until the following year, 2022, in March. So that is kind of like where my hair started to where it is now. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September, December. So it's been a year and 8 months. I don't do math, y'all. It's been a year and 8 months. Almost 2 whole years since I've grown my hair out. And, you know, as I am right now, I'm so comfortable. I love my hair. You know, I fluff it a lot. It's not perfect. It's not ever going to be perfect, but I see that as like, you know, that's life. That's essential to myself. My body's not perfect. My face is not perfect. My hair's not perfect. I'm not perfect. But I'm still going to love, you know, and enjoy who I am. And now I have such an attachment to my hair. She's a her, of course, girl. I love her. I don't treat her the best all the time, but I do what I can. And I'm just never going to neglect her. And I don't feel like I'm going to cut my hair anytime soon. I'm just going to let it keep growing and 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 growing. Until it fall out, it's going to keep growing probably. And then as far as perception and not being perfect, I don't know if y'all are on TikTok, but there was this girl, I loved her. Her icon was the black girl from Jimmy Neutron. I forgot her name. And I don't know the content creator's name. But she made some videos about, you know, natural hair and men and people in general not liking like natural hair like this, like an afro. Of course, girl, if you got long hair, they into that. But as far as this, like, it's just not trending. You don't see it on social media. You don't see people blowing up and getting famous with natural hair. You don't see people on TV like that with natural hair, which is wild. We come so far as like a black community, but us in our most natural state with natural hair, girl, she's still way out of the picture. And you know, you can pick up a few people here and there, but most of the time they still put on wigs. They got locks or something else, you know. It's not just giving afro. And that's what we're missing, and that's what I feel a lot of people feel uncomfortable being in this state, wearing their hair, their natural hair, their afro, whatever it may be, because it's not common, it's not well accepted, definitely not by society, barely by black people. So why would you do it? To be yourself. That's why I do it, child. You know, like I said, it's not perfect, but it's me, it's my hair, and I'm gonna wear my hair, girl. It's too much money to be doing all this other stuff, and I'm not gonna be going back bald phase. No, that's just not giving. I feel so much more myself and so much more natural and so much more connected and cohesive as a being with my natural hair, period. And also, I just want to note that people don't always understand this experience, especially if you've had your hair natural and not cut since birth, or for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, whether you permed it or relaxed it or whatever it may be, it's just not the same situation as someone who has short hair like this. It's just a whole different journey. And that's just on that. I'm sorry. It's different. It's different. It's a big difference between me and you. I ain't nothing like you. You are you. Okay? Unique. That's what you are. Both my queens, Beyonce and Nicki. But that's just my natural hair, and like I said, just a little tidbits about that. But as far as what I've been doing, I had locks professionally done by my old friend in high school, Rashonda. She did her thing, girl. I was living. The hair was giving so much. And then I got braids done by, I don't want to mispronounce her name, but it starts with an A. It's Intoxicating Styles here in Denver. And I love her as well. I got braids giving, and then I cut them into a bob. And the braid bob, I love the braid bob. It was so cute. And then I got locks again, also from Intoxicating Styles here. The hair was a little cheap because I bought it myself on Amazon, but there's nothing here. There, it was still giving. That was the most recent hairstyle I did. And I took the hair out in November, so that was just last month. And then when I go to Florida later this week, I'm getting my hair done again by Rashonda, who did my locks the first time. Because I feel like locks look better to me, on me, than braids do. I mean, you could disagree, but I'm still gonna, do both and try things, but I really like the way locks look on me. I've actually considered getting, like, locks instead of the faux locks, but I don't know if I want to make that commitment. And, I've already gone through this, ugly stage, and we're still kind of moving through the motions, and I don't have to go through that whole thing with locks again. I feel like it's just too much for me. I would have to get extensions or something, but it's still in the back of my brain. I'm just not all the way there with locks. But locks, girlies, I love y'all. Y'all look so good, and that's just on period. Do your thing. Other styles, I also want to try Singali's twist. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I saw Jackie Aina with them on one time on Instagram, and they were just, they look so good on her. But I know they don't last that long, and all that money, $200-$300 he was spending on hair, I need to last at least 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. With my hair so short, it really be lasting more like 3, 4. But I know once my hair gets longer, it'll stay in longer. At least hopefully. I also want to try beat-ins. But my forehead situation, I don't know about all that. And when I do braids and locks, like the locks go over like the front part of my head. And with beat-ins, it's just no coverage. It's just straight back. And I don't know if I can do that at this point. I may wait a little bit for my hair to grow out, where I can do a little bit more baby hair edges. But let me know how y'all feel about beat-ins. I think I want to try them eventually down the line. And then wigs, child. People always want to put me in a wig from, the jump. I mean, from the jump when I came out, like, undergrad a couple years ago. I mean, that was more than a couple years ago. Anyways, child, you know what I'm saying. People don't want me to wear it. Why are you wearing a wig? Why are you wearing a wig? Why are you wearing a... Girl, I don't want to wear a wig. Wigs are expensive. Wigs are a lot of maintenance. Wigs are a lot of work if you want to look good. I'm not walking around with no lace. I'm sorry. If you do that, that's on you, but I'm just not doing that. And I'm not walking around hot. I sweat. I'm like perspirating right now talking to you with this little mini ring light. So with a whole wig on my head and my head can't breathe, I just know it's going to be a hot mess. And I'm not trying to slip in and slide in. And we got to reapply glue. And I don't want to have no sewing. And it's just itching and dirt. It's just too much. I don't want it. I'm sorry. Maybe I can find a good, glueless wig. Like Miss Faye just be doing them cute little glueless bobs. I might get into that eventually. But I'm in no rush right now to try wigs. I'm still loving my natural hair. Natural protective styles. Does somebody want to give me a wig? Okay, I'll wear it, child. Please. Send me a wig. I will wear it. I will review it. Do all of that. But I don't know about spending my own money on that. And I don't know if I'm going to fully enjoy it. That's my tea on wigs. Rest my case. And then moving forward, as far as my natural hair, back to that. Aside from styles, I really need to have a cut or a trim. I have not cut my hair, had anyone touch it since March of 2022. Almost 2 years. I do, a little bit of edge of my head. The back can get a little rough a little sometimes, but I try and do the best I can. And when I'm around like my dad or like a close friend, I'll have them edge the back of my hair real quick. But I need to go like to a professional natural hairstylist, have them blow it out, do the trimmy trim or whatever. I have a cousin that owns a shop in Tallahassee, but I've been in Tallahassee in so long in Florida. I just need to do my research, and I just want somebody to do it well because I have worked on my hair. Like I said, I don't do the utmost best, but I do the best I can with my hair, the best that I know. And I really want someone to do my hair justice. I don't want somebody to ruin my hair because I will cry and have a meltdown. And I just know I will. And that's that on that. And then last but not least, products. I'm not really hooked on anything. I use a lot of Shea Moisture, Aussie stuff, other black brands, that you find at the beauty supply store. But one thing that I have not moved away from is the Tabitha Brown leave-in conditioner. Let me grab it real quick. So this Tabitha Brown Donna's Recipe, they used to have it at Ulta. I don't know if it's there anymore, but I know it's on Tabitha Brown's website. But it has sweet potato in it, and it is so good for your hair. Natural ingredients, perfect recipe for healthy hair and scalp. Packed with vitamin A, omega-3 fatty acids, adds luster to nourishing hair, follicles, and hair. It has cinnamon in it, which helps remove buildup and healthier follicles, and also vanilla, which soothes the scalp and softens dry, rough hair. I live in Colorado, Denver, so my hair can get, pretty dry. It's real dry out here, girl. So I make sure to use this. I try and do it every other day, depending on how my hair is going. I also work from home, which is another thing, so I don't do my hair every day if I'm just sitting at home, which I probably should to take care of it, but I'm working on that. So Tabitha says, honey, a dessert for your hair, child, and it really is. The sweet potato pie, extra creamy leave-in conditioner, and it smells so good. This is probably like my third bottle that I'm on, and this is the only leave-in that I use. Especially if I'm like going out of the house, I will spritz my hair with water and definitely put this in, and then follow up with an oil. And I do the L liquid conditioner oil. I do the LCO method, not the LOC method, if you're doing those things. And then I have two oils here that I bounce between. This is Magic Touch Oil from my friend Kiara. Hey girl, we're way back in Ocala. I think this is her and her mom's brand, hair growth, or hair, Magic Touch, that's what it is. I use this one, and then I also use, this is the one from Intoxicating Styles, who did my braids and then my most recent locks. This is her hair growth oil. This one has lavender and hibiscus flower in it. So I do the oils, conditioner, and that's what I say tried in two too. Tried in two. Yeah, I said that right. I try and, deep wash and condition my hair every other week. I don't know if that's right or not. Everybody has such different things to say on YouTube, so I just try to do what's best for my hair. I try and at least get it wet and do a little bit of conditioner in the shower, even if I don't shampoo it, every 3, 4, 5 days. And then I only do a deep condition, like full 35, 40, 50 minutes after I get my hair out. Like when I just took my locks out, I did that. So, I'm still going through the motions of like what to do. But this Donna Recipe, every time she has my hair feeling so good and soft. And even my auntie was like, girl, what you using, child? Your hair feels so good. Because she was playing all up in my hair, child. I said, auntie, it's just, auntie Tab, girl, go get you some. So I think she got some. But yeah, I'll say to this video, this little update on my hair, my journey, where I've been, where I am now, where I'm going, etc., etc., etc. Again, as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And this is Vlogmas, so not happy Christmas, child, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and have a Happy New Year, okay? I'll see you on the next one. Bye. As I cannot end this video without doing, a little hair pull, so just so y'all can see, this is how long my hair is. But then, we have shrinkage, if you know what shrinkage is. Black hair, 4C, anything pretty much shrinks. And so my hair is longer than what it seems. But yeah, y'all.